welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name's Amanda and I am a Canadian cash stuffer and I love sharing my budget journey. Today, we are going to budget out $1,260 through my wallet and all of my budget binders. If that interests you, stick around and maybe you should hit that subscribe button and that little bell so you never miss another video. And follow me on all my social medias for all that extra budgeting content. Let's get into it. As you can see, I have my cash planning sheets all filled out with all of my categories. We have page 1 and page 2. This is where the bulk of them are. And this sheet here is available in the shop as a digital download. So if you're interested, because I will say this makes budgeting and cash stuffing a breeze. I do want to say I did my husband's cash wallet over on TikTok, so check that out if you're interested. First, we're going to start with my wallet. I am obsessed with my A6 Cash Stuffer's Dream wallet. These will be available in the shop soon. I have been getting a lot of questions about them, so just know they will be available for purchase soon. First up, we have groceries. I started with $180 and I do have some money left. Oh, okay. I got $30 remaining. So $30 remaining. So that means I need to cash stuff $150 to bring us back up to budget. I'm going to move, the calculator's probably going to be in my way quite a bit. I think for now, I'm just going to keep it over there. So for bills, because on my cash planning sheets, I always include a cash breakdown section so you can mark down exactly what bills you need. So I'm going to need $100 and $150. Moving on is dining out. Ooh, and I have $5. Yes, I have $5 remaining. I did start out with $50, so I'm going to need to cash stuff $45, and I can take two 20s and a 5. Perfect. Next is my spending. Ooh, I got, one $10 bill. So remaining is $10. I'm going to need to cash stuff 30, and I'll take a 20 and a 10. Next up is miscellaneous, and oh yes, we are fully cash stuffed with $10. So remaining is 10 and cash stuff nada. Lottery, I am full. I can see my $20 bill there because actually I've been winning quite a lot on my lottery ticket. So that's super lucky. So for remaining, we got 20 and we don't need to cash stuff any. And lastly is habits. And do I only have that 1.5? Yes. Okay. So I only have $5 left. So I'm going to need to add $35. Perfect. And I will do that in a 20, a 10, and a 5. Perfect. So that's it for my wallet because giving is actually cash stuffed from my blessings envelope. And this is my buffer. And I do have to pay back my buffer because I only have $10, but that is totally separate because that needs to be paid back from the categories throughout my system that I spent money from, and it was just unplanned. So make sure you stay tuned for the payback my buffer videos. They are quite interesting. So moving on, we are going to get out my expense binder. These are a type of variable expense. They're not necessarily like a daily spend, but they are a very common spender amongst my categories. And for all the rest of my categories, we're not going to fill in the like budget or remains. We're just going to fill in the cash stuffing. But before we move on to doing all of the numbers for any of the binders, I'm going to quickly add up my cash stuffing amounts. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. So we've got 150, 45, 30, and 35. So that is $260 total for my wallet. Now I'm going to write in my $1,260 here on my income total, and we can minus that. So $1,260, minus $260 is $1,000. So we have 1,000. Oh, wait a minute. I actually have to minus my husband's cash stuffing total from this as well. So let me just take a quick peek. Okay, so we have to minus 145 because that's how much I need to cash stuff in his wallet. Like I mentioned earlier, I did that budget with me on TikTok. Okay, so we have 800, I'm just gonna make a note here, $855 for the remaining of everything. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that on the calculator. So for Costco, let's see, I know I'm very low on Costco. Yes, I only have $30. So this is gonna pain me a lot, but I do a lot of my grocery shopping and errand shopping at Costco. So I'm actually gonna cash stuff $350. I know that's a lot, but what can you do? So I'm gonna take 3 $100 bills and 150, and we're gonna minus 350 from there. For pets, I like to make sure there's a decent amount of money in here, so I'm gonna go $80, and we'll do that in a 50, a 20, and a 10. So we'll minus the 80. Household is next. I do have a decent amount in here, so I think I'm just going to go ahead with $10. And also for health and beauty, I think I'm going to ditto that. Yes. And do $10 in there as well. Medical, I do also like to make sure I have a decent amount stocked up in here just in case you need to pick up any medication or what have you. So I'm going to go ahead with $40 and take that into 20s, and we'll minus that. Perfect. And now we are done in the expense binder. Excellent. So that means we're going to be on page 2 here. So let me get this all fixed up. Boom. Perfect. Okay, so now starting on this page, we have $385. So I'm just going to write that up here. Perfect. Okay. So let me get out my high priority binder. Oh my gosh, guys, ready? Oh, look at how adorable my setup is in my binder. I tell you, it's my obsession to personalize and decorate my budget binders. Like, look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful. And yes, these dashboards will be available soon. These tabbed bookmarks are available, and these really cool monthly bill bundle is going to be available soon. I am going to do a whole video on that though, like explaining how I use it. And if there's ever any videos that you guys want to see or are curious about, please just leave it down below or comment on any of my social medias. I really love sharing my tips and tricks, but I don't want to bore you with anything that you're like, hello girl, I know, right? And also this right here, this pen holding paper clip is also going to be available soon. It's amazing because a lot of binders don't have the pen holder, but my Luxe binders will, don't you worry. So for you guys who don't have a pen holder in your budget binder, bam, your girl got you. Sorry guys, I can be super chatty sometimes. I apologize. Let's move on. So in our wedding, let me just take a quick look. Okay, yes, so both of the 20 icons are filled. So I'm gonna add 15 into our wedding, and I'll take a 10 and a 5. So let's minus the 15. Dog's raw food. Let's see, okay. I'm gonna add $20 and $20 bill, please and thank you. For house cleaner, I want to be like essentially a clean ahead. So I think I'm going to add $25 into house cleaner. And then if I happen to have any left over, I can adjust that later. So I'll take a 20 and a 5. Next up is everyone's favorite. I get questions. People are so curious. Weed money. And yes, it is for weed money, not for gardening or like, you know, I'm overrun with weeds in my garden. And yes, people have asked that. For weed money, I think I'm going to add 30 because I know my hubby's coming up to needing to like re-up, quote unquote. So I'm going to take a 20 and a 10. Next is family spending. What do we got? Okay, we're doing all right there. So I think I'm going to go with 10 just to be safe, because you can always go back and alter anything, especially when you use a cash planning sheet like this, because all of your numbers are all done out right in front of you and your bill denominations. So if you have money left over or don't have any money left over, or you're kind of like too much in your categories, it's so simple to come with whiteout or an eraser and just adjust things. I love it. And I just realized as I was saying that, I think I forgot, to minus. So lucky I added where we were at when we started this page. So quickly, I'm just gonna minus all of these. Okay, there we go. We are all on track. Now I just have to remember, I have to stop getting super duper chatty because that's usually when my mind goes nutso. Okay, anyways, so tithe is next. I'm going to add 10 just to get that up to 100. And then this is it for my high priority binder. Ooh, I'm going to show you guys a little sneak peek of something. So if you've ever been to the shop, you have probably seen my Graffiti Girl A7 cash envelopes, and they are a big, huge hit. And I recently made a big sister or a part 2 to the Graffiti Girl in an A6 size envelope, and look at how beautiful that is. Oh, I love it. And especially with the white vinyl, I'm absolutely obsessed. And you guys will see my Graffiti Girl version in A6 coming up here soon. Oh my gosh, they turned out so good. They will be up on the shop soon because I know that everyone's going to go crazy over them, because a lot of people wanted the Graffiti Girl Graffiti Girl cash envelopes that are currently up on the shop, but a lot of people do not like to fold their bills, and I can agree with that because I was someone who used an A7 wallet forever, and when I got to swap over to A6 and not have to fold my bills, it was like a dream. Okay, let's get back to the budget with me. Okay, we are at $275. Perfect. Okay, so Amazon, I got a decent amount in there, which I really need to buy and top up my balance on my Amazon, but I just keep adding and adding and adding, which is fine. But the whole purpose of my Amazon category is for Amazon shopping. So clothing, you know what? I do got a lot in there. I'm going to skip clothing this time. Self-care, let's do $10. And I'll take that in a $10 bill. Date night, $10 as well. Feels good. Oh my goodness. See, I'm rushing too much. But it's okay because 275 minus 5 minus 10 minus 10. Okay, perfect. I don't have to rush. Take it slow, Amanda. We can hang out, have a good time. Okay, so Amanda spending and Josh spending are going to get the same amount, and I'll do 10 and 10 in both. $10 bills, and then I'm just going to minus 20 because 10 plus 10 is 20. And that's it for the personal binder. Look how cute the front is here. I think I'm actually going to switch this color of binder out because I feel like, you know, it doesn't really like go with the vibe, but I think I might change to like a lighter color. But anyways, that will happen soon. Now for my mid priority, and oh, look at how cute. Oh, I love it so much. And like when your budget binder is really, really cute, then it's so much more enjoyable. Okay, rainy day, I'm going to skip. Travel, I'm going to add $10. I'll take that in a $10 bill and minus 10. Gifts, I'm going to skip. I already know because I have a decent amount in there. I don't really need more. Fur babies, let's do 10. I feel like that's very common in today's budget with me, but that's okay. Budget things. I do have a really good amount in there, so I think I'm going to skip it this time. Ooh, home goods. Yay. Okay, I'm going to add $5. Home decor. You know what? I'm going to skip it because, again, there's a lot in there. It's all good. Furniture. Ooh, I do want to be saving up for a new couch because we just literally redid the entire living room, and like we took out a wall that essentially separated the living room from the kitchen and dining room, and we redid all that plus all of the living room, and we're gonna retile like inside of the, oh my gosh, what is it? Mantle, and it's gonna look absolutely beautiful. So of course I want a brand new couch to go in there, right? So for furniture, I'm gonna add 15. And we'll do that in a $10 bill and a $5 bill. Home maintenance. Been doing a lot of that. I'm also going to add 15. There we go. Perfect. Ooh, home reno. I love it. It always gets 20 or 40, but I'm going to stay on the safe side and just add 20 this time. Auto repair, of course, I'm going to need to add 20 as well because you never know when that ish happens. Am I right? Sheesh, it's so stressful. And then for car maintenance, I'm going to skip it because I have a lot in there. This was originally the category I used for everything that had to do with cars, but my brain works much better when I have specifics. So it's so much more beneficial for me in my cash stuffing system to have car maintenance and auto repair. And it's kind of the same thing with home reno, home maintenance, same, deal. So in case you had a question for that, that's why. And before we jump into the low priority binder, bam! This is the new A6 version of the Graffiti Girl. Isn't it beautiful? I am absolutely obsessed. And yes, babes, you do not have to fold your money. No more. Oh, goodness. And, oops. And look at my cute little bow. Oh, I love it. I'm obsessed. So now moving on to our low priority binder. Okay, so just in case you notice, I was feeling like something was off. It was just like lingering in my brain. So I did do just a recount and I got it all figured out. So we are good on track till now. And we've got $120 left because I like to do a zero-based budget. And I had a feeling and my feeling was right. So if your gut is ever telling you anything, trust it. Okay, so let's get into these low priority budgets. So for vet visit, yes, that's first. You know what? Let's add 5 and minus 5. Perfect. For marketplace, let's add 10 so we can make it an even 50. 10. Perfect. Making memories. This is a newer category that I added in just to technically save money. So if we're ever like, oh, I really want to go to BC or anywhere really, and we're like, oh, well, we didn't really plan it. No problem. We're going to use making memories category and we could do whatever we want. So I think for this cash stuffing, I'm going to add $5 because every little bit counts. Ooh, Josh's money. I think I'm going to skip this time, especially for right now, just to make sure that everything works out. And this is Josh's money, meaning birthday, Father's Day, that kind of stuff. We don't have kids, but we have a lot of fur babies. Electronics never was really that important of a category, but now that we both decided to buy our old phones out, that's going to be like over $500 for my phone and his phone, but we're still going to get new phones, like with a new contract. But it's really, really beneficial to have an old phone that you kind of keep as an emergency, because if your phone breaks and needs to get repaired, sometimes that can take literally 2 months to get done, especially if they don't have parts or they're waiting to get parts in. And we just dealt with all of that. So to us, it's definitely worth the money to pay the little bit of money when your contract is out, because they do the bring it back thing. Anyways, sorry, got way off topic. For electronics, I'm going to add $10. Oh my goodness, I could just talk, I tell ya. And Bath and Body Works, I'm going to add 5 like I always do. Perfect. Now we're getting into the long-term funds. Yearly fees is just sort of like a buffer for now. Pet license, I don't gotta renew the pet licenses for quite some time, so I'm going to skip this time. Vehicle registration, dang! That's expensive. And they don't even like give you the option to like do multiple years, especially in Alberta. I know they used to do that in Ontario, but here, oh my gosh, it's 1 year and that's it. Anyways, vehicle registration, I'm going to add 10 just so I'm on par for next year. Perfect. And invest and retire. I'm going to add the 5 I usually do. Okay, so we are at $70, and the last category here is Christmas, and I'm going to add 10. There we go. So minus 10. So that means we've got $60 left over, and I'm going to add that to the savings binder. So we'll do 60 just like that. And I'm going to take a random just amount of small bills. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's 4 10s, which would be $40. And perfect, 4 5s, which would be 20. And that totals the 60. Perfect. Okay, now I'm just very quickly, like off camera, I guess, I'm going to add all of these up just to make sure it's $370. Perfect. 370. Now we can count up all of our bills we're going to need. So for 20s, we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 20s. 10s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 10s. Wow, that's a lot. And for 5s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 5s. Perfect. So 5 20s is 100. 20 10s is 200. And 14 5s, just going to double check that. Boom. Okay, 70. Perfect. And that's $370. Now we will quickly bounce back to page 1. And I'm going to quickly fill in the expense cash breakdown so we can get all of the bills we need. Oh my goodness sakes. I don't know what happened. I just happened to look up and the, the screen didn't have that red circle. Maybe a call came through, or I'm not even sure. I'm so sorry. We missed page 1 and we tallied up all of the bills plus my husband's budget, which was $140. That brought us to $890. And then 890 plus the 370 is exactly 1260. So that is perfection. I guess I will truly see when I'm editing the video, like where it exactly like cut out, which is okay. Because life is not perfect. Sometimes shit happens, right? And that's fine. I'm glad we get to share this funny thing together. I'm going to actually put my low priority binder away now. But anyways, everything else worked out absolutely perfect. We are at a zero-based budget, which is awesome. So now all I have to do is fill out my teller slip of all the bill denominations and amounts that I need, and then we can get ready to cash stuff. But don't worry, that obviously is going to be the next video. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't ever miss another video, and you might as well follow me on all of my social medias for all that extra budgeting content. And thank you so much for hanging out with me in this video, even though we had a few little hiccups, if you will. Nonetheless, I appreciate you being here, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, babes!